I had to survive a happy Ghast fight, 40 Armadillo bombs, and some of the weirdest kits in Minecraft, all while using whatever my opponent gave me. If I lose once, the entire run is over. My best win streak on Hoplite is 14, and if I can't beat that this time, I'm letting this challenge go. It was just the first game and I already had to be careful. One mistake on this map and I'm dead. I had to do well this time, because I couldn't accept failing this challenge again. This kit really didn't help me. I landed some good mace hits, but they just weren't doing enough damage. I was beating him the whole time, he just wouldn't quick drop. So instead, I just knocked him off. See you, buddy. Oh. Okay, nice. Oh, it's multiple games. And then I did it again. Game 2 looked way more normal, and it felt pretty easy. But then, I pushed it too far. And suddenly, I was on half a heart. I should have died there, but I didn't. And after that, he was the one running away. So I didn't expect him to turn around. But if I was gonna keep on making mistakes like that, this run wasn't going to last for long. Game 3, my opponent just left, so I'll take the win. Huh? I guess. Game 4, I got him again, and this time he actually fought. The kit was pretty standard, and honestly, this was pretty free. He wasn't really landing anything, while I was hitting my mace shots. And then, I caught him midair, and he just died to fall damage. Game 5 was Roulette Royale. I got the frozen chakram and he got the guardian cannon, which I don't really know how to counter. Dude, I still don't know how to counter that. But once I got in range, he just couldn't keep up with me. And after a while, he tried to run. So I just finished it from range. Nice. I was starting to get into it now. Game 6 was weird, these pots. It was basically just a mace and spear kit, with hay bales to build up, and a random legendary. The first game was free. This kit is super bad, dude. Okay. But the second one, we didn't even get melee weapons. He wanted to mace me, but I wouldn't let him. So we were just running around with our spears. That's a lot of wind burst. Then it turned into this awkward standoff. He was just sitting there with his shield up, and I didn't have an axe to disable it. But he was already low, so I just finished him with a sonic crossbow. These kits were getting weirder, and I still had a long way to go. Game 7 was a diamond SMP kit. Luckily for me, that's one of my best. And right from the start, I was in control of the fight. He's almost dead. He just turtled already. Then he got stuck in cobwebs. After that he just kept running, but it didn't really change anything. Game 8 was a strength SMP kit. And right at the start, he almost killed me with the mace. And I didn't even get a good hit with mine before it broke. And I got low again right after. This is bad. I cannot afford to lose this early again. Fortunately, I got a heal off just in time. And after that, I caught him in a cobweb. And he was just stuck there, so I took the win. Okay. Game 9 was a weird roulette kit, but this one felt pretty easy. I got the Reaper Scythe, which let me steal his regen and absorption right after he used the golden apple. And after that happened, he just couldn't really fight back. So I finished the game with my bow. Nice. Another Roulette Royale kit for game 10. I got the Villager wand, basically Wembu's Orbital Strike Cannon. And once again, my opponent had the Guardian Cannon. But as soon as we got into melee, he completely lagged and I took the win. Okay, well I don't know what just happened. But I was on 10 wins now, the same point where I lost the last video. Game 11 was really weird. My opponent gave us both a multi-shot Armadillo launcher, which basically shoots exploding armadillos. Okay, I can beat this guy at sword, so let's keep it at that. And after we fought for a bit, he wanted to see how many armadillos he could stack in one place. But then, he asked me to test the damage. I was kind of nervous. I thought it might just one-shot me, but I did it anyway. And I lived. Alright, fine, I'll just... Okay. After that, we just fought normally. And I killed him. GG. For game 12, I made a mistake and queued a sumo kit, which is very risky. Yo. It's literally how I lost my first video. He immediately tried to shoot me and missed. I got enraged and knocked him off. It was stressful, but I won. And I was getting close to my goal now. Game 13 was just stupid. We had this random mix of items, and an item that let us summon a happy Ghast. So we both just flew around, missing fireballs at each other. Oh my god, bro, how are we meant to hit each other? Dude. Until it ran out. Oh. And then we tried to launch TNT at each other with knockback spears, which wasn't working. Until... Dude, that actually worked. Game 14 was a spear and mace kit. I'm not great with the spear, but I'm decent with the mace. So I was landing hits and popping his totems. But there was a problem. We both had 20 totems. So this fight just went on forever. I kept popping him, but it just wasn't ending. Eventually, he just took off his armor. And at that point, I knew I'd won. So I started messing around. But then, he maced me, while I didn't even have a totem equipped, and somehow it didn't kill. And after a bit more, I finally finished this game. Now I was just one game away from beating my record, and I could feel it starting to get to me. For game 15, I played an Elytra Mace kit, and people with this kit are either really good or really bad, and I'm kinda in between. But I had just won a mace fight before this, so I felt confident in it. I was getting close to landing hits, the wrong slot, but I kept just barely missing. And then, he hit me. I thought I could get out, but then he hit me again and popped my totem. I rolled away and I thought I had time to eat a golden apple before I put on a new totem. But then... This was the last chance I gave myself. I spent 3 videos trying to beat this challenge, and the closer I got to the record, the more I started thinking about it. Sometimes I got bored in easy games and almost threw because of it. Sometimes I waited so long for good kits that I just settled for risky ones instead. And sometimes I overestimated myself. I started forcing things, taking risks I didn't need to take. And eventually, it costed me. Maybe I'll try this challenge again someday. But for now, I'm done.